That was Iran attacked the school, right? I mean, the attack, it was the Iranian army, right? Yeah, yeah.
It was the Iranian drones, and I think it was mainly drone attack.
Yeah, but it was horrible because in Korean media, they were saying it was the US who did it. And it's not correct. But you said Korean main media, they're all airing that saying, oh, it was the US bombing and killed 170 children. It's not true though. But, you know, Korean media is pretty left now. So, yeah.
I think that's the main problem of the media, not just in Korea, but I see it many worldwide.
Mhm.
Like um, Israel and America are the easiest to blame on everything.
They
Like
always do that. Yeah.
it, in the last 2.5 years, I don't know if it was the case in Korea because I know that Israel isn't the top of your priorities,
Mm.
but I've seen it in Europe and in America, and especially the media in America.
Hmm.
They always depict how Israel is like that, Israel is doing this, Israel is committing a genocide, but none of this, let alone said the fact that it's not true. But in Western Europe's mind, and especially in the American left, Israel is one of the easiest ways to distract the people from their internal problems.
Mm. I see. I see. Yeah. They're always trying to, make the Israel sounds so evil in America. That was their thing. Even when I was in Canada, I always thought maybe they're just warlords. But once I got here and I started studying it, I realized that Israel's actually not that bad. But now they're all playing the victim card in everywhere, the Palestine and everything. They all say, oh, Islam is, Israel's evil. How you guys killed everybody in Palestine. And that's what they post. So there's a big thing. Even I was surprised. Some people that I know in Canada too out of nowhere they're all pro-Palestine, and I'm like, did they even know what pro-Palestine is? They think they just make America and Israel look so evil, but it's not true. But it's easy to get believed into that because they make it seem like everywhere, right? They mention like how the Israeli soldiers like destroying the egg on purpose, they were saying, but I don't think that's really true, is it? They were saying so that Palestinians can't eat the egg, so they would just destroy it. That's what they were posting on there.
The main problem with the Palestinians is that in from a century ago,
Hmm.
they were always seek to destroy the Jews in here. Like they did it in Hebron, they did it in Jerusalem. They even allied themselves with Nazi Germany. Not a single person in the West knows that, but many Israelis starting to realize it because it was never about peace and coexistence. It was never the case on their side. On Israel's side, you have to understand if Israel, if like, I'm sorry, if the Palestinians would agree for a peace and coexistence with Israel and the Jews and with Israel and the Jews, there would be peace signed almost immediately. But it was never the case. Like I think that look like in 2005, I still remember it that I was a child at the time.
Hmm.
Israel evacuated completely from Gaza. I still remember the photos of the families being taken away from there. And who did it? Israeli soldiers for peace, for peace with the Arabs. The entire Western world, especially France, England, supported this.
Hmm.
But it gave us it gave us an October 7th, about 18 years later. That's one of the main causes. Like if you give, um, I'm sorry, not if you give, but how can I say it? It was never in their belief that Israel should exist. In Islam, a Jewish entity could never exist, even if it was on a square kilometer on the beach of Tel Aviv. It was never the case. For them, it's always like that. Like if you like I see it in many in the media. I don't know much about the Korean media. You know about it better than me. But in the Western media, they are depicted as some of them are depicting them as freedom fighters. Some of them are depicting them as oppressed, as how can I say it? As let's say Native Americans versus the white colonizers, which is not the case. But it also hurts in the point which hurts Western Europe the most, like past colonization, past how can I say, not deportation, massacres that happened. So the Palestinians are saying, look at the Jews, they're doing the same thing.
I see. But yeah. So